All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the third game of our baseball triple header today. Next up will be Game 2 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks took Game 1. They lead at 1-0 in that series. If we look over on the right side of the bracket there, the National League side, the Marlins and the Padres are tied at 1 game apiece. They've already played 2 games in their series. Arizona and the Dodgers were about to start Game 2 there, with the Diamondbacks leading the Dodgers 1-0. Over on the left side of the bracket, as you can see from earlier today, the Oakland A's defeated the Kansas City Royals 6-5 to take Game 1. They take a 1-0 lead in that series. And the Yankees just defeated the Houston Astros 4-2 in Game 1 of that series. They have a 1-0 lead there. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as we head out to, where do they call that? Out in Arizona. What's the name of that field? I'm brain cramping. We'll find out when we get there. We'll head out to Arizona for this one. It'll be the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks here at Jammin' Sports. Your lineups for today. Jammin' Sports presents Game 2 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Live from Chase Field, Phoenix, Arizona. The Diamondbacks lead it 1-0. On the mound for the Diamondbacks here in Game 2 will be Brandon Webb. The Diamondbacks took Game 1 8-1 over the Dodgers. That was all the way back on Martin Luther King Day. It's been how long since we've done baseball? Babe Herman will lead things off for the Dodgers. I'm not sure. Oh, he's left fielder today. Okay, here we go. Herman against Webb. We're underway. Game 2 of the NLDS. Diamondbacks lead the series 1-0. First pitch a ball. Count goes to 1-0 to Herman. And now the 1-0 pitch. Ripped foul down the line. A lot of foul territory here at Chase Field. It is an odd looking too. Oh, that's funny. Here's the 1-1. Foul down the third base line. What do you know about Babe Herman there, Evil Dead? Counts 1-2 to Herman. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. Diamondbacks can take a 2-0 lead in the series, or the Dodgers can tie it up, depending on who wins. 1-2 pitch, fouled off. Count remains at 1-2. Our third baseball game of the afternoon. Thank you, Evil Dead. 26-37. 1-2 pitch, up high. 2-2 to Herman. He was odd looking. And now the 2-2 pitch. Inside, 3-2 to Herman. Game 2 of the NLDS just underway. Herman rips it down the line, a leadoff single for the Dodgers as he gets aboard. So a leadoff single for LA. Herman at first base as we watch the replay. Just past the third baseman, Ray Dandridge. And now Steve Garvey, the first baseman, will come up. Here's the pitch. Garvey took a big swing and missed. Strike one. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1. In there for a strike. 0-2 to Garvey. No balls and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. That's Babe Herman. Outside, 1-2. This is a weird ballpark. From the outside, it looks like an aircraft hangar. And now the 1-2 pitch. Garvey fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. I think I've seen it on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, send it to me. The count's 1-2 to Garvey. Maybe we can do some Japanese baseball on here. Here's the 1-2. Down low, 2-2. All right, appreciate it, Evelyn. Did they make it for the PS5? Counts 2-2 to Garvey. 2-2 pitch. Garvey rips it down the third base line. Foul. Count remains at 2-2 to Garvey. Nobody out. Runner on first. That's Herman at first for the Dodgers. Ripped it down the line to the first baseman. Suttles. They're going to turn two. No. Garvey's safe at first. I bet you can still get a copy. I bet somebody's got a bootleg copy somewhere. They get the lead runner. Garvey is safe at first on a throwing error. It was actually Upton who's playing first base. Now Jackie Robinson comes up, the second baseman. Gifted from Japan. The count's 1-0 to Robinson. The 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Evens the count at 1-1. One out. Runner on first base. That's Garvey at first. Robinson fouls it off down the first base line. The count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runner on first. They throw to first. Garvey's back in time. That's too bad. I wouldn't mind throwing some Japanese baseball on here. They got some cool stadiums and some cool players. Here's the 1-2. A ground ball up the middle. Making the play. Do they get the double play? No. They get Garvey at first. The second baseman, Johnson, makes the play. Flips it to Pop Lloyd at short. A fielder's choice. 2 down. And now Duke Snyder comes up. Snyder, the center fielder for the Dodgers today. There goes the runner. Robinson down to second. He's safe. A stolen base by Jackie Robinson. Two outs. Runner on second for the Dodgers here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. And that's ripped right to short. Lloyd makes the play, throws to first for the out. At the end of a half inning, no score. NLDS Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the first inning. On the mound for the Dodgers, Dazzy Vance. There's a name. I bet he's an old-timer. Check him out for his Evil Dead. Dazzy Vance on the mound for L.A. Good old Dazzy. Ray Dandridge will lead things off. He's the third baseman for the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks lead the best of 5 series, 1-0. We're in game 2 here. Here's the pitch by Vance. Up high, 1-0. Dandridge kind of short and stocky. A small strike zone. Here's the 1-0. Pops it up, out of play. 15-35. A nice 20-year career for Vance. Counts 1-0 to Dandridge, or 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Dandridge. And now the 2-1 pitch. Ripped foul down the line. And the count goes to 2-2. We're in the bottom of the first, no score. Dodgers, Diamondbacks, game 2 of the NLDS. The 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Diamondbacks lead the series 1-0. 3-2 pitch. Down low, ball 4. A leadoff walk for the Diamondbacks as Dandridge is aboard. Juddy Johnson, the second baseman. They throw to first, Dandridge back in time. So Johnson up next for the Diamondbacks. We believe it's pronounced that way. Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. I can't see it being Judy. I can see Juddy, though. I'm going to go with Juddy until somebody tells me different. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2 to Johnson. Dandridge at first base. Should be. And now the 0-2. Down low, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first for the Diamondbacks. Here in the bottom of the first, no score. The pitch. And it's a ground ball into right field. Guerrero will throw it back in. So now the Diamondbacks have runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Diamondbacks off to a good start here in the bottom of the first. And next up, Luis Gonzalez. He's the right fielder. The pitch by Vance. Outside, 1-0. Julius, all right. I'm going to go with that then. I'm going to start calling him that. And now the 1-0 to Gonzalez. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1. Nobody out for Arizona. Here in the bottom of the first, they have runners at first and second. Dandridge at second, Johnson at first. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. Count was at 1-2 to Gonzalez. I like the Diamondbacks uniforms. They're simple, but they look good. All right. Here's the pitch. A ground ball. It's another base hit. Coming around. They're going to score. The throw home, not in time. And the Diamondbacks take a 1-0 lead as Dandridge will score from second. Johnson moves over to third. Gonzalez at first. 1-0 Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the first inning. And John Donaldson will come up. He's the DH. Big swing and miss. 0-1. They do. They are sharp. They're simple, but they're sharp. They're not overstated. I like it. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Counts 0-2. Still nobody out for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the first with runners at first and third. The count's 0-2 to Donaldson. He's struck out for out number 1. Vance mows him down on 3 pitches. And now a double play can get the Dodgers out of the inning. He swung at a bad pitch. I mean, that was way up high. I don't know why he was swinging at it. High and inside. That took a weird hop. Cool Papa Bell. There he is. I was waiting for him. First pitch, ball. Count goes to 1-0. He's the center fielder. He's my new favorite player in the whole league. Cool Papa Bell. 1 out, runners at first and third for the Diamondbacks. The count's 1-0 to Bell. The 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1. If you got a name like Cool Papa, you got to be good. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1 to Bell. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runners at first and third. Johnson at third, Gonzalez at first. And now the 2-1 in their first strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Diamondbacks lead at 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-2 pitch. Fouled it off. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Bell fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Cool Papa Bell at the plate. The center fielder. Down low and inside. Full count now to Bell. And now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Stays alive with a full count with 1 out. Three-two pitch. Back to the pitcher. Bounces off of it. It's going to score a run. Everybody's safe. It hit Vance. That's going to be an infield single and an RBI for Cool Papa Bell. Johnson will score from third, and the Diamondbacks take a 2-0 lead. And now the first baseman, Justin Upton, will come up. Ground ball. Knocked down by the shortstop. They get the runner. Upton. As Seager at short makes the play. 2 down for the Diamondbacks. A run does not score. The runners hold. Arizona, well, actually, the runner did advance. Both runners did advance. So now they have runners at second and third with 2 outs. And Pop Lloyd comes up, the shortstop, up high, 1-0. The shortstop for the Dodgers made the play. That's Corey Seager. 2-0 Diamondbacks with 2 outs, runners at second and third. Up high, 2-0. A walk will load the bases. Game 2 of the National League Division Series. Diamondbacks lead the series 1-0. They lead the game 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Ripped into left field, a base hit. That's going to score at least 1. Herman throws it in. They're going to score 2. Gonzalez and Bell both score. And RBI, a 2 RBI single for Pop Lloyd. And the Diamondbacks take a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Diamondbacks exploding. Ted Radcliffe comes up next. He's the catcher. Inside, 1-0. A 4-run inning so far for Arizona here in the bottom of the first, with 2 outs and a runner on first base. They throw to first, and Pop Lloyd is back in time. And now the 1-0 pitch. There goes the runner, Lloyd. He's safe. And now the Diamondbacks with a runner on second with 2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. That's Lloyd. Radcliffe at the plate. Here's the pitch. In their first strike, 2-1. D-backs can take a 2-0 lead in the series with a win. Down low, 3-1. Ketel Marte on deck. The 3-1 pitch by Vance. Fouls it off. Full count now, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Outside. Ball 4. Inning continues for Arizona. Been a long half inning. And now Ketel Marte comes up. He's the left fielder. First pitch is fouled off, 0-1. 2 outs, runners at first and second for the Diamondbacks. Already up 4-0. We're in the bottom of the first. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. And they finally end the inning. But 4 runs for the Diamondbacks, and they take a 4-0 lead at the end of one. NLDS Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Chase Field. We go to the top of the second. Shortstop Corey Seager will lead things off for the Dodgers. Down 4-0. Brandon Webb still on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead here with you on this Saturday afternoon. Here's the 1-0. Ripped it foul. We're in the third game of our triple header. The A's beat the Royals and the Yankees beat the Astros in our first 2 games. Here's the 1-1. Fouled it off. Counts at 1-2 to Corey Seager. And now the 1-2 pitch. Down low. That'll even the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. We're at Chase Field, Phoenix, Arizona. Game 2 of the National League Division Series. Diamondbacks lead the series 1-0. They lead the game 4-0. In the dirt. Full count now, 3-2 to Seager. 3-2 pitch. He went around, struck him out. 1 down for the Dodgers here at the top of the second. The Dodgers are the defending National League champions. They lost to the Red Sox in the World Series last season. Cody Bellinger comes up. First pitch in there for a strike. Bellinger is the left fielder. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, base is empty. Here's the 1-1. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. That's fouled off down the first base line. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch, hit high in the air, out to left field. Marte goes back. Marte on the warning track, right in front of the wall. Makes the catch. Another couple of feet, that would have been out of here. But it's a fly out to left field. 2 down for the Dodgers. And now the right fielder, Pedro Guerrero, comes up with 2 outs, bases empty. Outside, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And now the 1-0 pitch.
Ball,
outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0. Will Smith on deck. 3-0 pitch. In there for a strike on the outside corner. 3-1 to Guerrero with 2 outs, bases empty. 3-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Full count now, 3-2. Hear the rattlesnake from the scoreboard. Here's the 3-2. Ripped it right to the second baseman. Johnson throws to first for the out. At the end of 1.5, Diamondbacks lead it 4-0. NLDS Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks.
We go to the bottom of the fourth, or bottom of the second inning, excuse me. Ray Dandridge will lead things off for the Diamondbacks. He's the third baseman. Dazzy Vance still on the mound. First pitch is fouled off. Strike 1. Diamondbacks up 4-0. The pitch by Vance. He went around to strike, and the count goes to 0-2 to Dandridge. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. Games 3 and 4, if necessary, will be in Los Angeles. Here's the 1-2.
2-2.
In the dirt, 2-2. The division series, a best 3 out of 5. Here's the 2-2. Popped it up. Jackie Robinson in shallow left center field, or right center field, makes the play. 1 down for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the second.
Number 7.
As Dandridge pops out to second. We'll call him Julius because that's what we found out. Julius Johnson, the second baseman, up next. 1 out, bases empty. Here's the pitch.
No.
Outside, 1-0.
1-0.
Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead here with you today. I think CGM's still with us. Here's the 1-0. Hit high in the air. Out to right. Guerrero goes back. And he's not going to get there. That one has left the building. Judy Johnson with a solo shot home run for the Diamondbacks. And they take a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Let's see where this one landed. I don't think it was a deep shot. It might have been. Well, yeah, just over the wall. 5-0 Diamondbacks. 1 out, bases empty. Luis Gonzalez comes up. He's the right fielder. In there for a strike, 0-1. Diamondbacks up 5-0. Well, the A's were up on the Royals 5-0. And the Royals came back. That was earlier today. A's still won that game 6-5. Here's the 0-1 to Gonzalez. In the dirt, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. And now the 1-1 pitch. Just outside, 2-1. That looked like a strike to me, but they called it a ball. 2-1 the count to Gonzalez with 1 out, bases empty. Pitch by Vance. Outside, 3-1. Gonzalez, the right fielder, rips one into left, and making the play is Bellinger in left field for the Dodgers. 2 down for the Diamondbacks as Gonzalez flies out to left. And now John Donaldson will come up. He's the DH. 2 outs, bases empty. Facing Vance. Pitch by Vance. In there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count quickly, 0-2 to Donaldson. 2 outs, bases empty. 5-0 Diamondbacks. And now the 0-2 pitch. That's fouled away, and the count remains at 0-2. 0-2 pitch by Vance. Inside, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Donaldson. The pitch outside, 2-2. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. Who do you want to win in this one? The red team, that's Arizona. I'm for the Dodgers. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out. And that'll end the inning. Julius Juddy Johnson, a solo shot home run. The Diamondbacks take a 5-0 lead here in Game 2 of the NLDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Will Smith will lead things off for the Dodgers. He's the catcher. Brandon Webb still on the mound for Arizona. As we start the top of the 3rd, here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Dodgers down by 5. They got to find a way to get back in this game, or they're going to be down 2-0 in the series. There's a shot into right center field. A base hit by Will Smith to start the inning for the Dodgers. Chase Field, Phoenix, Arizona is where we are. Game 2 of the NLDS. Ron Say, he's the 3rd baseman. Down low. Count goes to 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Nobody out. Runner on first. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Ron Say played for the Dodgers in the late 70s, early 80s. And now the 1-1.
2-1.
Inside, 2-1 to Say. 2 balls and a strike. Webb takes his time. Here's the 2-1. In there for a strike. They'll leave the count at 2-2 to Say. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Say rips one out into center field. Trying to get under it and can't get to it is Bell. He throws it in. Extra bases. Runner coming around. Safe. Will Smith scores all the way from first base on an RBI double by Ron Say. Cool Papa Bell could not track it down. And the Dodgers get on the board with an RBI double by Ron Say. And now Babe Herman comes up. In there for a strike. He's the left fielder today. Counts 0-1. Still nobody out for the Dodgers here in the top of the 3rd. They're now down by 4 with a runner on second. Here's the pitch. Down low. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike. 1-2.
1-2.
One-two pitch outside. 2-2 now to Babe Herman. Say taking a lead there at second base. 2-2 pitch. Popped it up into center field. Bell gets under it, makes the play, and quickly throws to third, keeping Say at second base. Herman flies out to center. 1 down for the Dodgers here in the top of the 3rd inning. And now the first baseman, Steve Garvey, will come up. 1 out, runner on second. That's Say at second base. The pitch by Webb. Garvey right up the middle, off of Webb. Garvey's going to be safe at first. Infield single. And that'll move Say over to third. And now the Dodgers have runners at first and third. That bounced right off of Webb. We hope he's okay. See if he can stay in the game. Do they pull him or do they keep him in there? They're going to keep him in there. Second baseman now, Jackie Robinson comes up to bat. One out for the Dodgers with runners at first and third. Garvey at first, Say at third. And now Robinson comes up. The pitch by Webb. Down low, 1-0. Look how many times Robinson was an all-star. Even in 2024, he was an all-star. 1-0. In there for a strike. Considering that Jackie Robinson passed away in 1972, that he was an all-star in 2024, that's amazing. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Robinson. 1 out, runners at first and third. Outside on the strike zone, though, 2-2. Dodgers trying to get back in the game. They've scored 1 run. Ripped into left field, making the play, Ketel Marte. But that's going to score Say, a sacrifice fly by Robinson in an RBI. It's now 5-2. Duke Snider will come on. He's the center fielder. 2 outs now for the Dodgers with a runner on first. That's Garvey at first base. Snider, the pitch up high, 1-0. So the Dodgers are chipping away. It's now 5-2 Arizona. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Inside, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Duke Snider. .30 pitch. Outside. It's a 2-out walk. And now the Dodgers have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the shortstop, Corey Seager, comes up. It's pronounced Seager. Garvey at second, Snider at first. Here's the pitch. Seager, a ground ball. Back to the pitcher Webb. He gets the easy out. And that'll end the inning. However, the Dodgers, they get 2 to close the gap. The Diamondbacks lead at 5-2. Game 2 of the NLDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cool Papa Bell will lead things off for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder. Dazzy Vance still on the mound for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. Diamondbacks up 5-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. They lead the series 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Count evens up at 1-1. We have NFL action for you at 7 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be the Ravens and the Packers. That'll be later on tonight here at Jammin' Sports.
That's the ball.
Outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. He went around. That'll even the count at 2-2 to Cool Papa Bell. And now the 2-2. Bell pops it up. Out of play down the third base line. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Ripped right to Garvey at first. He'll take it himself. 1 down for the Diamondbacks as Bell grounds out to first.
Now batting, number 10.
Next up, Justin Upton. He's the first baseman today. I don't know much about him, Evil Dead, if you can give us a clue. He might be a current player. Here's the pitch. Ripped right to Garvey again, and he'll make the play again. 2 down for the Diamondbacks. 2 consecutive ground balls to first. And now Pop Lloyd comes up, the shortstop. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Vance.
That's the ball.
Up high, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. The 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. Vance looks in. 2-0 pitch. Up high again, 3-0. And now the 3-0 pitch to Pop Lloyd. In there for a strike. Count goes to 3-1. Vance trying to get out of the inning without giving up a hit or a base runner, but he just allowed a base runner with a walk. So Lloyd will be avoided first base. It's a 2-out walk. And now Ted Radcliffe will come up. He's the catcher. I guess the Arizona Coyotes mascot is out of a job now that they went to Utah, so he hangs out at Diamondback games. They throw to first, not in time. Lloyd's back. 5-2, Diamondbacks up here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs and a runner on first. Radcliffe takes a big swing and misses. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch. Ripped right to Robinson for the final out. At the end of 3 complete, the Diamondbacks lead it 5-2. Game 2 of the NLDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Cody Bellinger, the left fielder, will leave things off for the Dodgers, who trail by 3, 5-2. Brandon Webb still on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Bellinger. Strike 1. Counts at 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Fouled it off. Count quickly 0-2. Chase Field, Phoenix, Arizona is where we are. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. Dodgers try to come back and tie the series up. Diamondbacks tried to take a 2-0 lead in the series. Bellinger to Dandridge at third, who is playing over, and he gets the play for the out. Dandridge was playing so far over, it looked like he was playing short. 1 down for the Dodgers here in the top of the 4th. Pedro Guerrero, the left fielder, or right fielder, comes up to face Brandon Webb. The pitch by Webb in there for a strike. 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases empty. Guerrero at the plate. We're in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Guerrero to short. Pop Lloyd makes the play. Throws to first for the out. Guerrero grounds out the short. 2 down for the Dodgers here in the top of the 4th. And now Will Smith will come up. He's the catcher for Los Angeles. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Webb. Up high, count goes to 1-0. 2 outs, bases empty for the Dodgers here in the top of the 4th. And now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. That'll even the count at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Outside, but he swung at it and fouled it off. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. Rips it high in the air, out to center. Bell gets under it for the final out. At the end of 3.5, the Diamondbacks lead it 5-2. NLDS Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. The Diamondbacks lead the Dodgers 5-2 here in Game 2. And leading off for Arizona, at the plate is Ketel Marte. He's the left fielder. The pitch by Vance, fouled off down the third base line. And the count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouled it off. And the count goes to 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch in the dirt. 1-2 now to Marte. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Marte rips one into left field. Past Seager at short. It'll be a leadoff single for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We go to the top of the order. Ray Dandridge, the third baseman, will come up. Nobody out, runner on first. In there for a strike, 0-1. Dazzy Vance on the hill for the Dodgers. And now the 0-1 pitch. A little bit high. The count goes to 1-1. Bank-headed Belcher warming up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Counts at 1-1 to Dandridge. 1-1 pitch. Popped it up. Down the third base line, but it falls foul. And the count goes to 1-2 to Ray Dandridge. One-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead here with you today on this Saturday afternoon. Here's the 1-2. Swung and struck him out. Dandridge goes down swinging. One down for the Diamondbacks from umpire cam. Julius Judy Johnson, the second baseman, up next. They throw to first. Marte's back in time. One out, runner on first for the Diamondbacks. That's Marte. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Johnson at the plate. He had a home run last time he came up. Up high, 1-0. He's got half the cycle. Home run and a single. Just needs the double and the triple now. Those are the hardest two to get, the double and the triple. Here's the 1-0. Pops it up. Ron Say at third comes in. And Say makes the play for out number 2 as Johnson pops out to third. 2 down for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the fourth. Marte remains at first base. And Luis Gonzalez will come up. He's the right fielder. The pitch. Fouled it off, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. In there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to Gonzalez. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, how was that not a strike? That's what Vance wants to know. That was right in there. I mean, that was just underneath the armpits over the strike zone. 1-2. It's like Leslie Nielsen in the Naked Gun movies. Down low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch by Vance. Ripped it foul down the third base line. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch inside. Full count now, 3-2 to Luis Gonzalez. And now the 3-2 pitch by Vance. Up high. It's a 2-out walk. Gonzalez is aboard. And now the Diamondbacks have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the DH, John Donaldson, comes up. A chance for the Diamondbacks to get a couple more runs here. Donaldson at the plate. The pitch by Vance. In there for a strike, 0-1. I think that was a makeup call. Gonzalez at first, Marte at second. That looked low. And now the 0-1. Down low, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. The pitch by Vance. Ripped foul down the third base line. Count to Donaldson goes to 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now the 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. A walk below the bases. Here's the 2-2. Ripped foul down the third base line. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. That's foul down the first base line. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks lead at 5-2. Game 2 of the NLDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top half of the 5th inning. Diamondbacks lead the Dodgers 5-2 here in Game 2. Third baseman Ron Cey will lead things off for Los Angeles. Brandon Webb still on the mound. Here's the pitch. Cey rips it foul down the first base line. Count goes to 0-1. Diamondbacks up by 3 here in the top of the 5th. The pitch by Webb. And that's fouled off. And the count goes to 0-2 on Ron Cey. Oh-2 pitch. Cey fouls that one off. The count remains at 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2. Nobody out, nobody on. We're in the top of the 5th. A 1-2 count to Ron Cey. And now the 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 1. Cey took a big cut. And now the left fielder. Actually, I think this is the center fielder. Oh, I had it wrong. Let's see. It is the left fielder, Babe Herman. Actually, Bellinger's playing left. Herman must be playing, well, Guerrero's in right. Is Herman playing center? No, Snyder's playing center. I guess he's the DH. All right. First pitch outside, second one low, 2-0. I thought Herman was playing left, but Bellinger's playing left. He's got to be the DH. Down low, 3-0. And now the 3-0 pitch with 1 out, bases empty. Up high, a walk on 4 pitches to Babe Herman. 1 out, runner on first, and Steve Garvey comes up. He can make it a 1-run game with 1 swing of the bat. The throw to first, Herman back in time. You write him down as a DH. It's the only other position he could be playing. Pitch is low and outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Herman at first base. Garvey at the plate. Here's the 1-0. Just outside, 2-0. Diamondbacks up 5-2 here in the top of the 5th, game 2 of the NLDS. 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. That is 7 straight balls he has thrown. And now the 3-0 pitch to Garvey. Ball 4, 8 straight balls thrown by Webb. And the Dodgers now have runners at first and second with 1 out. And now Jackie Robinson represents the tying run here. With 1 swing of the bat, he can tie this game up. The second baseman, Robinson, with 1 out. Runners at first and second. Inside, 9 straight balls he's thrown. Garvey at first, Herman at second. Your base runners. Webb's lost all control. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Boy, that was a generous strike. Count goes to 1-1 to Robinson. And now the 1-1 pitch. Robinson fouls it off, and the count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Herman at second, Garvey at first. Here's the 1-2. Robinson pops it up. It's going to drop for a base hit. Herman's coming around. He's going to score. And Garvey all the way to third. An RBI single for Jackie Robinson. It's now 5-3 in favor of the Diamondbacks as the Dodgers are chipping away at this lead. Diamondbacks were up 5-0 at one point. And now Duke Snider comes up. He's the center fielder. In there for a strike. 1 out with runners at second and third. Garvey at third, Robinson at second. Counts 0-1 to Snider. A base hit would tie the game up. Down low, the runners hold, and the count goes to 1-1. Kelly and Lyon warming up with the bullpen for Arizona. Counts at 1-1 to Duke Snider. The 1-1 pitch. Oh, a high arcing pitch in there for a strike. 1-2. Webb on the left, Snider on the right. 1-2 with 1 out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A ground ball right to Dandridge. He'll throw to first. That'll score a run. It'll be a sacrifice for Snider as Garvey scores from third. Robinson stays at second base. And now it's 5-4. The Dodgers are only down by 1. And the shortstop, Corey Seager, comes up. 2 outs with a runner on second. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2 to Seager. Webb trying to get out of the inning without giving up any more runs. Dodgers have scored 2. Here's the 0-2. A ground ball to short. Lloyd makes it and gets the out. However, the Dodgers score 2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Diamondbacks lead at 5-4. Game 2 of the NLDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Center fielder Cool Papa Bell will lead things off for the Diamondbacks. They still lead 5-4. Vance on the mound for the Dodgers. First pitch is low. Count goes to 1-0. One-0 pitch. And Big Papa. Cool Papa. A home run. A solo shot. And that left the building in a hurry. Cool Papa Bell with a solo shot home run. And the Diamondbacks go up 6-4. That was a pretty swing. Let's watch this one again. He hit a monster shot. And the Diamondbacks take a 6-4 lead. And that's it for Vance. They're going to take him out. Diamondbacks back up by 2. Let's see who the Dodgers bring in. Coming into pitch will be Dan Bankhead.
Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 23.
Diamondbacks up 6-4 now here in Game 2 of the National League Division Series. Nobody out, nobody on. The first baseman, Justin Upton, will come up. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled off down the third base line. The count goes to 0-1. Diamondbacks trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead in this best of 5 if they can win today. They're up 6-4. Here's the 0-1. Fouled it off. Count goes to 0-2 on Upton. He played for the Tigers at one time, didn't he, Upton? Here's the 0-2.
Nope,
Up high, 1-2. I could be mistaken. And now the 1-2 pitch. High into right field. Guerrero going back. Guerrero off the wall. And that's going to be at least a double for Upton. Nobody out for the Diamondbacks. And Justin Upton, a double off the right field wall. And now with nobody out, the Diamondbacks have a runner on second. And a 6-4 lead. Guerrero couldn't get to it. And now Pop Lloyd, the shortstop, comes up to face Bankhead. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Well, the Dodgers got the score to within 1, and then the Diamondbacks having a big 5th inning so far. They've already scored 1. They have nobody out and a runner on second. And now the 0-1 to Lloyd. Outside. Count goes to 1-1. One pitch. Took a big swing and missed. Count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on second. Fouls that one off. Counts at 1-2 to Pop Lloyd, the shortstop. Upton at second base. And now the 1-2. A ground ball to Say at third. Makes the play. Upton stays at second. Lloyd grounds out to third. 1 out for the Diamondbacks. Here in the bottom of the 5th. And now Ted Radcliffe will come up. He's the catcher. And there's the hockey coyote. Obviously, he didn't go to Utah with the team. Radcliffe with 1 out, runner on second. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. That's pretty sad that the coyote mascot has to hang out at baseball game. Here's the 1-0. Up high, 2-0 to Radcliffe.
2 balls, no strike.
But the hockey team's doing well in Utah. Outside, 3-0 to Radcliffe. .30 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 3-1.
1 strike.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on second. That's Upton at second base. And now the 3-1 to Radcliffe. Radcliffe fouls it off. We now have a full count at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. And Radcliffe thought it was a walk. He's not happy. 2 down for the Diamondbacks. That was a good pitch. That was in the strike zone. He doesn't have a case in his argument there. And now Ketel Marte will come up. The left fielder. 2 outs, runner on second. Marte sharply hit to Seager at short. Throws to first for the out. And that'll end the inning. At the end of 5 complete, Cool Papa Bell with a solo shot home run. And the Diamondbacks lead at 6-4 at the end of 5. National League Division Series Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 6th. Left fielder Cody Bellinger will lead things off for the Dodgers. Brandon Webb still on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch. In their first strike, 0-1. Manti and Thompson warming up for the bullpen. The count's 0-1 to Bellinger. Here's the pitch. Bellinger rips it out to center field. Cool Papa Bell will make the catch for out number 1. 1 down for the Dodgers here in the top of the 6th. And now the right fielder, Pedro Guerrero, will come up with 1 out, bases empty. Dodgers down 6-4. Here's the pitch by Webb. Outside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a base hit. Gonzalez tracks it down and right. A 1-out single for Guerrero. The Dodgers have a man aboard. And now the catcher will come up next. That's Will Smith. So Smith represents the tying run at the plate in a 6-4 game. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. Dodgers can tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat. Webb looks in. The 1-0 pitch. A ground ball back to Webb. Oh, the catcher will take it. Throws to first. Gets the runner at first. It'll be a sacrifice for Smith. As Ted Radcliffe, the catcher, makes the play for the Diamondbacks. Throws down to first. That moves the runner over to second. Now with 2 outs and a runner on second base, third baseman Ron Cey comes up. Guerrero at second for the Dodgers. The pitch to Cey. Down low, 1-0. We've got NFL football for you at 7 Eastern. It'll be the Ravens and the Packers. Ravens and Green Bay. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific here on Jammin' Sports. They hit one right up the middle to Webb, and he throws it to first for the out. That'll end the inning. After 6 complete, Diamondbacks lead it 6-4. Game 2 of the NLDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Ray Dandridge, the third baseman, will lead things off. Bankhead on the mound for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Outside, 0-1. Oh, they call it a strike. My goodness. That was generous. Here's the 0-1. And he rips that one out to left field. Herman watches it go over the ballpark. A solo shot by Dandridge. And the Diamondbacks take a 7-4 lead. So Herman is now playing left field. Bellinger must be the DH then. As we watch that one again. 7-4. Diamondbacks up with nobody out. Julius Judy Johnson up. Takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead here with you this afternoon. Diamondbacks now up by 3. Pitch by Bankhead. Fouled off. The count goes to 0-2 to Johnson. And now the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Guerrero comes in right field and makes the play for out number 1. 1 down for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 6th. As Johnson flies out to right. Luis Gonzalez, the Diamondback right fielder, comes up. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. So the Diamondbacks have made it a 3-run game again. Here's the 0-1 in their first strike, 0-2. Crowd didn't like that one. So the count's 0-2 to Gonzalez. And now the 0-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, struck him out for out number 2. Gonzalez goes down swinging. And now the DH, John Donaldson, will come up with 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch by Bankhead. Outside, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0 to John Donaldson. 2 outs, bases empty. The count's 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Up high, 3-0. And now the 3-0 pitch. Ball 4 and 4 pitches. Donaldson gets awarded first base. That'll keep the inning going for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 6th. And now with 2 outs and a runner on first, Cool Papa Bell, the center fielder, will come up. The pitch by Bankhead. Outside, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. 2 outs, runner on first. Two-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Cool Papa Bell. 2-1. Bell fouls it off. That'll even the count at 2-2. Bankhead looks in. The 2-2 pitch is low. Full count now, 3-2. Bankhead trying to get out of the inning. 3-2 pitch. Ripped out into left field and a hooking foul. The count remains at 3-2 to Bell. Bell back at the plate. 3-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. At the end of 6 complete, the Diamondbacks, off of Ray Dandridge's solo shot home run, take a 7-4 lead. Game 2 of the NLDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 7th. Matt Manti will come on to pitch for Arizona. Left fielder Babe Herman will come up to lead off the top of the 7th. Dodgers down by 3 again. And now the pitch by Manti. And that's ripped down the line, foul. Count goes to 0-1 to Herman. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead on this Saturday afternoon. Great to have you along. Here's the 0-1. And that's a base hit up the middle by Herman. A leadoff single for the Dodgers here at the top of the 7th. Bell will throw it in from center field. And now the Dodgers have a runner aboard. Steve Garvey, the first baseman, will come up next. Nobody out, runner on first. A chance for the Dodgers to get back in this game. Down by 3. Manti, the pitch. Garvey rips one into right. It's caught by Gonzalez. I thought it was going to drop. What a catch by Luis Gonzalez, the right fielder. Oh, they said it did drop. I thought he caught it. It's a base hit. So now the Dodgers have runners at first and second. I thought Gonzalez caught that. They said he trapped it. Nobody out. And now Robinson comes up. He can tie the game right here. Second baseman. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. He can tie it with one swing of the bat right here, as the Dodgers have runners at first and second with nobody out. Herman at second, Garvey at first. Robinson at the plate. Here's the 0-1. Up high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Runners at first and second. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. No. Inside and high, 2-2. Manti didn't like that call. It looked like the right call to me, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Robinson at the plate. Here's the 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Full count. Chase Field, Phoenix, Arizona is where we are. And now the 3-2 pitch by Manti. Swung and struck him out. Robinson goes down swinging for out number 1. Now the Diamondbacks can get out of the inning with a double play. One down for the Dodgers. They still have runners at first and second. Duke Snider comes up, the center fielder. The pitch by Manti. Snider fouls it off. And the count goes to 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out, runners at first and second. Snider at the plate. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch by Manti. It's low. And the count goes to 1-2. Misty's going to go pick up Gracie. She'll be back. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out looking for out number 2. Now the Dodgers are down to 2 outs with runners at first and second. And Corey Seager, the shortstop, will come on. Dodgers are going to squander an opportunity here to score some runs if Seager doesn't get a base hit. Seager at the plate. Pitch by Manti. A broken bat is popped up. It drops. They throw to first for the out. And that'll end the inning. And the Dodger threat is over. Diamondbacks lead it 7-4. Game 2 of the NLDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Justin Upton, the first baseman, will lead things off for the Diamondbacks. They lead it 7-4. Dan Bankhead still on the mound for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. We'll have football later at 7 Eastern. Ravens Packers from Lambeau Field. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike. Count goes to 0-2 to Upton. And now the 0-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out on 3 pitches. 1 down for the Diamondbacks. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Shortstop Pop Lloyd will come up. The pitch. Outside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. That's ripped into right field, but hooking foul. And the count goes to 1-1 to Pop Lloyd. One pitch. And that's fouled off down the third base line. Count goes to 1-2. 1 out, bases empty. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Bankhead on the mound. Here's the 1-2. Fouls that one off. Count remains at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Chase Field, Phoenix, Arizona is where we are. Game 2 of the NLDS. And now Pop Lloyd with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Did he go around? No. Full count now, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Ball 4. It'll be a 1-out walk for Lloyd. And now Ted Radcliffe, the catcher, will come up. 1 out, runner on first for the Diamondbacks. Here in the bottom of the 7th. They lead at 7-4. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Game 3 will be in Los Angeles. 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. There goes the runner down to second, and he's safe. Pop Lloyd with a stolen base for the Diamondbacks. And now with 1 out, they have a runner on second base in scoring position. The count is 3-0 to Radcliffe. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And now the Diamondbacks have runners at first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And now the left fielder, Ketel Marte, will come up to bat. Just 1 out. The Dodgers need a double play is what they need here. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. Count goes to 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Foul down the third base line. And the count goes to 0-2 on Marte. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. Dodgers having a hard time getting the second out of the inning. And now the 0-2. Struck him out looking for out number 2. 2 down for the Diamondbacks now here in the bottom of the 7th. Back in the 6th inning. Here's what Dandridge did. He belted one out of here. At the plate, Ray Dandridge, the third baseman, with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Fouls that one off into the crowd. Strike 1. Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks lead at 7-4 here in Game 2. They lead the series 1-0. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 to Dandridge. That guy's busy with his signs. Oh-2 pitch. Up high, count goes to 1-2 to Dandridge. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Inside pitch. That'll even the count at 2-2. Two pitch, outside. Full count now, 3-2. Dodgers having a hard time closing out this inning. Full count now to Dandridge with 2 outs, runners at first and second. Pitch by Bankhead. Fouled it off. He stays alive at the plate at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. Bankhead looks in. 3-2 pitch. Lots of walk. Bases are loaded with 2 outs for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 7th. And Judy Johnson comes up. He hit a home run earlier today. 2 outs, bases loaded. The Diamondbacks can break this one wide open. Bankhead in a bit of a jam here. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to right field. Guerrero makes the play, and that'll end the inning. They threaten but don't score. Diamondbacks lead at 7-4 at the end of 7. NLDS Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the 8th inning. Jose Valverde will be on the mound for the Diamondbacks here in the top of the 8th. Arizona leads Los Angeles 7-4 here in Game 2 of the NLDS. Cody Bellinger, he's the DH today. He'll lead things off. Facing Valverde. The pitch. Outside, ball 1, count goes to 1-0. Ginkel warming up in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, the only pitcher warming up. Counts 1-0 to Bellinger. The pitch up high, 2-0. Two-0 pitch, down low, 3-0. Valverde off to a rough start here. The count's 3-0 to Bellinger. 3-0 pitch. He went around, strike 1. Count goes to 3-1. Three-one pitch. On the outside corner, full count now, 3-2 to Cody Bellinger. Three-two pitch. Bellinger rips it foul down the third base line. Count remains full at 3-2. Or count goes to full, I should say. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Up high. Ball 4. It'll be a leadoff walk for the Dodgers here in the top of the 8th. Down 7-4. And now the right fielder, Pedro Guerrero, will come up to face Valverde. The pitch. Fouled it off down the first base line. And the count goes to 0-1. Dodgers down by 3, trying to get back in the game here in the top of the 8th. Guerrero, the pitch. In their first strike, 0-2. Pitch. Guerrero pops it up out into left field. Marte goes back on the warning track and makes the play for out number 1. One down for the Dodgers here on the top of the 8th. Runner stays at first. And now Will Smith will come up. He's the catcher. Bellinger at first. 1 out. Diamondbacks up 7-4. Valverde on the mound. Here's the pitch. Up high, 1-0. Dodgers still trying to get back in this game. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Count goes to 1-1. One pitch. In there for a strike. 1-2 to Will Smith. 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. 2-2 pitch outside. We got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Smith. Ball 4. And now the Dodgers have runners at first and second with just 1 out. And now the third baseman, Ron Say. They're going to bring in Zach Wheat. He's going to pinch hit. He'll probably take over third. So Say's out of the lineup as Zach Wheat will come in. 1 out, runners at first and second. Pops it up. Dandridge comes over from third and makes the play for the out. 2 down. Well, he pinch hit it and only swung once and was out. And now Babe Herman comes up, the left fielder. Dodgers need some runs. They have 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Runners at first and second. The pitch by Herman, or to Herman. Outside, 1-0. Valverde on the mound. Yeah, Say could have done that. I was thinking the same thing. Inside, 2-0. I'd rather have Say at bat than Zach Wheat. 2-0. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1 to Herman. 2-1 pitch. Herman rips it down the line, but foul. And that's going to even the count at 2-2 with 2 outs. I think the Dodgers outsmarted themselves by pinch hitting. The 2-2. Herman to the second baseman, Johnson, for the out. Dodgers threaten but do not score. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Diamondbacks up 7-4 here at Jammin' Sports. Don Drysdale will come in to pitch for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 8th. Game 2 of the National League Division Series here at Jammin' Sports. Diamondbacks lead it 7-4. And Jim Gilliam is now playing third base in place of Say. Luis Gonzalez will come on. He's the right fielder. D-backs looking for some insurance runs. Drysdale, his pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Ooh, the crowd didn't like that one. And now the 0-1 pitch. Up high, 1-1 to Gonzalez. Diamondbacks trying to take a 2-0 lead in this best of 5. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Two-one pitch. And that's foul. Down the line, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. 1 down for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 8th. The DH, John Donaldson, will come up. 1 out, bases empty to face Don Drysdale. Here's the pitch. A ground ball to Seager at short, makes the play for the out. Drysdale, or Donaldson, grounds out to short. 2 down for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 8th. And the center fielder now, Cool Papa Bell, will come up. 2 outs, bases empty. Pitch by Drysdale. Fouled off, 0-1. Oh-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Martinez and Broxton warming up with the bullpen for the Dodgers. Counts 0-2 to Cool Papa Bell. The pitch. Inside, he swung at it. Popped it up. Will Smith gets under it. And makes the play for the final out. At the end of 8 complete, Diamondbacks lead it 7-4. Game 2 of the NLDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 9th inning. And I think we have a new pitcher for the Diamondbacks coming in. Dodgers need 3 to tie, 4 to take the lead. They need at least 3 runs. Kevin Ginkel will come in. Steve Garvey, the first baseman, leads things off for the Dodgers. Down by 3. Dodgers down to the last 3 outs. They need 3 runs. In their first strike, 0-1. Diamondbacks 3 outs away from taking a 2-0 lead in the series. Garvey, a big swing and missed. 0-2 the count. Oh, 2 pitch. Struck him out. 1 down for the Dodgers. Here in the top of the 9th. Diamondbacks 2 outs away from a commanding 2-0 lead in the series. Next up, second baseman Jackie Robinson. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch. Robinson, a ground ball to Dandridge for the out. Quickly 2 down. Dodgers down to the last out here in game 2. Ray Dandridge, a nice play at third. And now the center fielder, Duke Snyder, will come up. 2 outs, bases empty. Diamondbacks looking to wrap up game 2. The pitch. Fouled away. Strike 1, count goes to 0-1. We'll have NFL action about 2 hours from now at 7 Eastern. Popped it up. Dandridge comes over and makes the play. The Diamondbacks win. They take a 2-0 lead in the best of 5. Your final score, Arizona 7, Los Angeles 4. Once again, your final score, the Diamondbacks down the Dodgers 7-4, take a 2-0 lead in the best of 5. Coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern, NFL action with the Ravens and the Packers. We'll see you in about 2 hours here at Jammin' Sports.